Yo, YouTube was good. True Fight Talk. Back with another video. Today I'm focusing on the top three fighters in the lightweight division. I'm trying to think of another time where there was just three killers in their prime at the same time in the same division. I can't think of another time. I mean, you might have pride with the heavyweights or there's always them good contenders. Like right now, the welterweight division is real good. Middleweight division is good. One point light heavyweight division was good. Not anymore. But there was never like three fighters like this. Like I can't remember. If you can, let me know. But the lightweight division is just stacked though. From Eddie Alvarez, Justin Gaethje, to Dustin Poirier, to Kevin Lee, Edson Barbosa still in there. It's a hell of a division, and these three men are at the top of it. So ultimately, I thought, man, who to win? Who's the best out of the three? Of course, we don't know. We can only assume. We can only, you know, look at the resumes, look at what they've done, look at their abilities, and try to see what you can come up with. So that's basically what I did. I want to know who to win. Because it's so tough to pick a winner in each fight. Khabib versus Conor, Khabib versus Tony versus Conor. Each fight is tough. Each fight is tough as fuck. So that's why I need a little help. So I got some information down, jotted some questions down to help me out. So let's get right to it and break this down. You have Khabib, who's 5'10", his 70-inch reach, he's 29 years old, first 29. Him and Conor just turned 29 in 2017. Conor's 5'9", 74-inch reach. And Tony Ferguson, he's 5'11", with a 76-inch reach advantage over both of them. But he's turning 34 in February, so he's a bit older. And then and I broke them down in categories, and I ranked them 1 to 3 in the top 3 components of MMA. I feel, which is striking, grappling, and cardio. Striking, I feel each one is obvious in my opinion. Who's the best? Striking is obvious. Conor is. And then number 2, I put Tony. 3, I put Khabib. If you disagree with this, man, let me know. Let me know. I'm always interested in hearing other people's opinions and whatever. And in grappling, I have Khabib number 1, of course. Tony number 2, Conor number 3. Cardio wise, I think it's obvious. Tony number 1, Khabib number 2, and then Mcgregor number 3. It's not even close. Tony's every training camp he moves it to Big Bear. That's 7,000 feet above sea level. Come on now, it's not even close. So with categorizing them and then ranking them, I wrote down some questions and I picked what questions were the top ones to help me pick a winner. So I asked 3 questions. First question is, can Khabib and Tony survive that first of the early rounds against Conor? Reason why I feel like this is an important question is because Conor, when he comes out fresh in that first round or the second round or whatever, the motherfucker is dangerous. Reason being because he's so fresh. He has that knockout power. He hasn't wasted any energy yet. He has that knockout power. He's some of the best boxing in MMA. He has great counterattacks. He's accurate. He's explosive. So can they survive? Can they survive them early rounds and drag him into the deeper waters? Drag him to the championship rounds? And I wrote yes. Reason being is because I looked at Khabib's fights against Michael Johnson and Edson Barbosa. Khabib got rocked in against Michael Johnson, but he survived and kept it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Not saying not saying it'll be like that against Conor, but I'm just going based off that. And Michael Johnson is a solid striker. I mean, he has some knockout power. He knocked some guys clean out. And then against Edson Barbosa, he didn't fear Edson at all. He walked through everything Edson threw. So that's why I feel like Khabib can make it through the early rounds to get this fight to the deeper waters where he has a better chance of beating Conor. And for Tony, yeah, I also put him as Tony's tough as fuck. He has a great chin. He's rarely rocked. Against Kevin Lee, he survived. Kevin Lee's also an explosive fighter, heavy-handed puncher. He survived. And when he fought Edson Barboza, he was getting lit up, but he survived it, took the fight where it needed to be, and finished Edson. So yes, I feel like they can survive the early rounds against Conor. And I feel they will. So that leads to my next question. Can Conor's gas tank hold up in those championship rounds? Can it? I don't know. I don't know. Because we've seen him gas in the past, but he knows there's a problem. I feel like if he said it himself that he knows there's a cardio problem there. So I feel like if this fight gets made against Khabib or Tony, he knows he has to be in shape. And I feel like he's going to come somewhat prepared. But we don't know. So I answered that one with I don't know. I don't know. You know, can't trust his cardio, but I'm not going to doubt it. So I don't know. So then my next question is, can Tony and Conor keep Khabib off of them? Right away I put hell no. Hell no. I give an advantage more to Conor to be able to last, to keep the fight lasting longer on the feet than Khabib will against Tony, if that makes sense. What I mean by that is because Conor is really explosive, and he's extremely scrappy, and he's tough. He's tough, and we seen against when Tony Ferguson fought Kevin Lee was able to take him down easy with trips and takedowns, and don't forget he got the full mount easy. Second round took him down again easy. Now if that's Khabib, that's a problem. That is a problem. And for Conor, I feel like Conor can survive the first. I feel like Conor can go the first round without being taken down because of how scrappy he is and how tough he is. But then after that, I feel like second round he might gas out. And then from there, hell no. So I give Conor 1 round. I give Conor 1 round to be able to keep the fight standing, to try to do something. But if he doesn't, second round, fuck that. I don't give him no more chances. Khabib taking him down is a wrap. So with all this being said, with these questions and ranking them and their statistics or whatever, I have to give the edge to Khabib. I have to. From what his last performance, he just kept that pressure up, and you could see it in Edson's face. He's like, "Fuck, I just want this fight. I just want to survive." And his pressure, and then not knowing how in shape Conor's gonna be, how good his cardio is gonna be, and the fact that Kevin Lee was able to get full mount so easy on Khabib, that all plays a factor for me. I feel like Khabib will be able to go in there and win ultimately. I feel like he'll be the top dog when it's all said and done. Like his ground game is just too good. It's just too good. And I feel like that's the biggest factor of them all. I feel like I feel like Conor's striking, let's say, is at like a 90. Tony's is like at a whatever, and they could have way better striking levels than Khabib. But the gap that they leave him in the striking is nothing like the gap he leaves them in the grappling. His grappling is on a whole nother level. I don't see nobody fucking with Khabib, to be honest. Conor is gonna have to catch him early. Tony's gonna have to catch a slick submission, but I don't see that happening. So ultimately, I see Khabib being the top man at the end of when it's all said and done. See him eventually being the champ. And yeah, man, let me know what you guys think. You guys agree with me? Disagree with me? Let me know if you think any other lightweight could give them problems. Honorable mention, to be honest, who I think ultimately give a lot of problems is gonna be Kevin Lee. Once he gets his cardio down right, once he gets the cutting weight issues down pack, I feel like he's gonna be a big problem. He's only 25, but yeah, that's a whole nother conversation. But I feel like Khabib is the best. I feel like he can prove he's the best if he stays focused and he stays in shape. And Cuts way right. Other than that, I'm out.